Hello, this is Kelly Hammond from Reno, Nevada, and tonight we will be talking about the importance of recharging. So the first question to you tonight is, what do you do to recharge? So again, tonight we'll be talking about the importance of recharging. And the first question to all of you is, what do you do to recharge? So that's a question. So I'm going to be showing a visual representation of the importance of recharging in just a little bit after a few seconds so that people can get on and we won't miss anybody. So we'll be using some water in my demonstration, and we'll be using some cups in my demonstration, Christmas cups. Never too early to get Christmas cups out, right? And we'll be talking about that. So what do you do to recharge? Do you think it's important? Is it something that's been important to you? So again, what do you do to recharge? And if you're here, thumbs up, you're here. And if it's a replay, please type replay. And tonight we're talking about why it's so important to recharge. So first of all, some of the things that I do on Sunday is I go to church. And that's one of the things that I do to recharge myself for the next week. And I think of life as a wheel that has many spokes on it. And each spoke should be part of your life so that you don't have a lopsided wheel, flat wheel. And the different spokes that should be there are spiritual, mental, physical, and mental, physical, spiritual, and any other one that you can think of. But those are the ones that I think of. And so each one should be treated and used. And so we need to recharge every week, at least once a week, if not more, probably more. Every day I do meditation and I pray, I read my scriptures, as well as I listen to something motivational or read something motivational or watch something motivational. That's what I do every day, part of my little ritual of the day. And it helps me to be able to be ready for the day, as well as to serve others, as well as to take care of what I need to take care of for myself and my family. So one of the things that I'm going to share with you is something that Lisa Nichols and Oprah Winfrey have shared also. So Lisa Nichols is an African-American woman who owns a multi-million-dollar business, and she's a speaker as well as an author. She wrote in The Secret as well as she was in the movie The Secret, if any of you have seen it. And then there's Oprah Winfrey. We all know who Oprah Winfrey is, which is really great. So what they talk about is recharging also. They talk about filling the glass so that we have enough for ourselves as well as for other people. So I'm going to show you a physical example of this. So if you take a glass and you start filling it up with the things that you recharge yourself with, and make sure that you have the things you need to be able to function healthily. So one of the things that you should do is that you should drink enough water. So I'm giving myself some water as part of the recharging. And as you can see, my water glass is being filled. Okay, so the other thing that we should do is exercise to help our physical bodies, right? As well as we need to, what do you do to recharge yourself? Some of you, I'm sure, take baths and it helps you to relax. So we're going to take a bath or a long hot shower. I love long hot showers and it relaxes me. Another thing to recharge yourself, reading something that you enjoy or that motivates you, or both. Watching something that you really enjoy. Treating yourself to some time, taking a walk in the woods or outside or with your children, whatever. Now, look at this. Now, this is enough water to drink, right? You got enough water in this cup. Looks good. Let's taste it. Yep, tastes pretty good. Now, the problem with this is that, say you want your children the next day after you filled this cup up to this much. Oh, by the way, you've got about 8 hours of sleep that day. So the next day, your child needs you to take them to school. Okay. Take some of your charge that you used, that they're using. Then they want you to make cookies for them. Okay. Save some of your energy. Say that somebody at church or your community needs some help or service. Okay. That's awesome. Your child gets sick one day. There it goes. You're charging. Okay. What else? You have a teacher conference, teacher parent conference. Okay. Your other child needs some counseling from you and help, needs help, like some kind of emotional help, and needs some comforting. And there you go. The problem with this is that, yes, you have some water, enough to drink for yourself. However, you've just given it all to your family, your community, and so on and so forth. Problem is that you no longer are charged up. When this happens is when you get sick, because you don't have the rest you needed. You haven't exercised like you should or wanted to. You haven't drank the water you needed today. You didn't take a nice walk today. You didn't take a bath or a shower today. You're just not feeling yourself. So when we give all of our water to other people without recharging, we are left with an empty cup without any energy. And what happens is that we can get sick, physically sick. I'm sure some of you gotten the flu after taking care of your children, correct? And it's not just about germs, but it's about having the energy, the mental capacity, a spiritual capacity, as well as mental capacity to be able to share and serve others. And when we don't have the charge that we need in our life and we give it to somebody else, we are deleting from ourselves, and we cannot be any good to ourselves, as well as we cannot be good to anybody else that will need us either. So that's an example of that. Now, let me tell you what Lisa Nichols and Oprah Winfrey said about recharging and water. So that was an example of how often we do things in our own life that we take care of ourselves. We do recharge periodically, but we give away the charge that we got, and we're left without any charge. We're left without energy, the kind of energy we need to run our house, the kind of energy to stay well and healthy. We get sick, we deal with depression, we deal with anxiety, and the reason why is that we gave all our water or charge to somebody else. Now, let's look at this. Now, this is a cup similar to the other ones, okay? And this is a glass bowl that is going to sit in. And you'll find out why in just a minute. So today, like again, we're going to recharge ourselves every day. So today, I drank enough water. I actually drank 10 cups of water, which is really good for the body. All right. Then last night, I got 8 hours of sleep, which is great. My body's feeling great and incredible. My mind is feeling alert. Okay, I pray. So I take care of my spiritual needs today too. I recharge myself spiritually. I take a nice long walk. Exercise. I took the walk with the dogs. It's exercise as well as feels good to get out there and just walk. So it's exercise. I went to church. I recharged myself spiritually. I talked to a friend about some things that I'm dealing with emotionally. So I charge myself emotionally also. I read an incredible book that made my mind go, wow, I learned something new. So I recharged myself mentally. And then I got good food today. I ate a balanced diet that made me feel comfortable and good. I ate healthy food. If you notice, as I continue to pour, there's water that's going outside my glass. And that's why I have a bowl here to catch it. Well, Oprah Winfrey and Lisa Nichols say that we don't give people our water in our glass because guess what? We're depleting from our water, our charge from ourselves, and we can't get that back. Okay, so we don't want to give them what's in our cup, but we give them what's flown out of our cup, what's flowing outside of our cup. So if you notice, there's water there. I can serve other people with the water, the charge that I have extra. That way, I will be well emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. I don't have to give up my own water to give somebody else service. I can keep my own charge where it needs to be so that I feel well while I'm serving others so that they can feel well also. And I won't get sick physically or emotionally or mentally, but I will be well. Stephen R. Covey, in the book, The 7 Habits of Successful People, if you haven't yet read it, I suggest it strongly. It's a very, excuse me as I put my water and bowl down. This book is very good. Many leaders, if not all leaders, have read this book. But one of the things he talks about is a story about 2 men who are sawing wood. And the one man is sawing all day long, all night long. And he notices the other man periodically stops sawing, doesn't saw anything, just leaves and goes away, then comes back. By the end of the night, by the end of the day, the one that's constantly sawing, goes over and sees that the other man's pile of wood is much bigger than his own pile. And he says to the other man, "What did you do? How could you have gotten that much more wood cut than I did? Because I was constantly sawing." The simple answer was this, and this is the secret again of recharging. He said, when I wasn't sawing, I was re-sharpening my saw. So ladies and gentlemen, take a challenge this week. Sharpen your saw or recharge yourself with the things that you know you need. And you know what you need. You know what your body needs. You know what your mind needs. You know what your emotions need. You might just need to talk to somebody. You might just need to take a long walk, take a bath, take your vitamins, eat well. Treat your body, your mind, and your spirit well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening tonight. My name is Kelly Hammond. I'm from Reno, and I'm from Making You Turns. I'd love it if you came over to my page called Making, M-A-K-I-N-G, You, just a plain old you, Turns, T-U-R-N-S. So again, if you're watching this on replay, please put a comment. And if you have any questions for me about how to sharpen your saw, some ideas or some books or recommendations, please PM me or go to my page at Making You Turns. On Making You Turns is all about self-care and self-development, the physical, emotional, and mental self-care. So again, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself and take care of your family and your loved ones. But first and foremost, take care of yourself so you can be well enough to take care of them. So have a great night. Bye.